Welcome to Get the Skinny in the Kitchen. So if you watched our usual weekly Get the Skinny nutrition segments, you know that one of the key things that we're always trying to do is help you slash the sugar, slash the white stuff, keep all the flavor. So I'm super excited to be here in the kitchen with Maria Emmerich. She's a food writer, cookbook author, and today she's sharing one of her favorite recipes. It's actually her version of healthified flax waffles. And I actually tried a little bit before. Delicious. So tell us how you do it.
Well, my first trick is when you buy flaxseed, it's best to buy them whole, and you grind them by yourself.
So you retain more of the nutrients that way.
Yep, the omega-3s that you want. And my suggestion is to buy golden flaxseed because then you can kind of hide that. If they're really dark, sometimes kids are apprehensive about trying it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cup of my fresh ground golden flaxseed. We're going to fill that up and put that in our dish. And I'm going to use a teaspoon of aluminum-free baking powder to get some of those metals out, and I'm going to just incorporate those. And then we need 4 eggs, so I'm going to crack those eggs in here.
And so really the only thing that's a flour type ingredient in this is the flax meal, which is shocking because when you eat this you would swear that there's really some type of wheat flour, whole wheat flour, but the only type of grainy type ingredient really is the ground flax meal. So super, super healthy, very, very low in carbs, fiber rich, great source of lignans as well, which are highly protective against certain types of cancer, like breast cancer in particular.
Exactly, and a lot of people suffering from eczema or dry skin, you know, adding flaxseed has a great amount of the omega-6 that's great for your skin. So I'm going to start stirring this up, and then I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of, again, I use the unsweetened almond milk because you're going to cut a lot of calories and sugar by using that. So 3/4 of a cup of that, dump that right in here. And a trick to this, I'm also going to use 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil to make these dairy-free, or you could use butter. So I'm just going to add that in and stir that up.
And then to sweeten it.
To sweeten it, of course, we need the Swerve. So I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of Swerve. I just sprinkle that in there. Just make it a little bit sweet.
And the key with Swerve is it measures cup for cup like sugar. So you don't have to do any complicated conversions, but it also has 0 glycemic impact. So in the carbs that it has, it gives us 0 calories. So we're adding a sweetness here, but really adding not much else to the flaxseed with that almond milk and the Swerve.
Exactly. So then once it sets up, so I usually let this sit for about 3 to 5 minutes because the flaxseed, especially if you grind it fresh, it's going to make it a very thick batter. You can see it's kind of thin yet. It will thicken up in about 5 minutes. So once it's thick, we're going to open this up onto a greased waffle iron, and we're going to pour that in.
Delish. And super, super easy.
Super
not a lot
easy.
Of steps, not a lot of complicated ingredients. And here's what our finished product looks like. Absolutely delicious. And you top it with?
I top it with a little bit of confectioner's Swerve and berries and maybe some nuts. And my trick is that I make a huge batch of this. I triple the batch. I keep them in the freezer like Eggo waffle, and then we have waffles and eggs nights. It's super easy if I get home late from work.
Do you freeze the batter or you freeze the waffles?
I freeze the whole waffles, just like you would buy in the store.
Super, super easy. Thank you so much. And guys, this recipe is going to be online along with a link to Maria's blog with tons more recipes. So you can check it out at wgno.com/gettheskinny.